Richard, and I'm the International Officer for YSI.
Hi, I'm Miriam. I'm from the Highlands branch.
I'm Ava. I'm from Glasgow Shettleston branch, and I'm the president of Strathclyde SNP Society.
Great. And why did you get involved with the SNP?
I suppose because I've always been really into politics. I think it was my secondary school modern studies teacher who really pushed me, and who was a great help. And then obviously independence and being sort of fighting for sort of young people's interest. I think that's sort of what drove me into it.
And it's all very well just joining up, but you've taken the step of actually coming to this organisation, this event. It costs you money to come, and I suppose you're a student or something like that, and I suppose, it's not easy, is it? So why have you come to this conference?
Well, as somebody from the Highlands region, which is chronically underrepresented at big events and meetings, I just wanted to give a different perspective and make sure that the voice of my branch and my area is really listened to.
I think for me the biggest atrocity that was committed was Brexit. I think I was born as an EU citizen in '98, and through the democratic choice of a different country, Scotland was dragged out against its will. A promise in the first referendum was made that we would stay in the EU, and that has changed completely. And I think now we're seeing this sort of missing million. A new generation has come in Scotland, and again, I think with Westminster, it's one broken promise after the other. And I think for me, this partaking in the SNP, coming to these conferences, engaging in YSI and youth politics, is saying, actually, I reject this. I'm not going to sit here and let things happen to me. I had studied in Belgium before, and I tried to get work in Belgium. It was impossible. No one would take me, and I know many other people in my situation who feel European, who were born European, and will always be. And really, this is our way of rejoining our family. I often say as well, we're told that we are insular nationalists. I'd actually say in the SNP we are the bigger unionists, we're European unionists. It's the Brexiteers that took us home.
So we have the YSI stall just down at the exhibition centre there. We are promoting the work of the YSI. We're trying to make sure that younger members of the party are getting properly involved, that they've got somewhere that they can go, and people their own age to talk to, because politics can be a really lonely experience when you're a young person. It's pretty much dominated by people in their sort of 40s, 50s, 60s, etc. So we think it's really important that we're making sure that we've got the space for young people to have fun and enjoy themselves.
And how did you get involved?
Oh, how did I get involved in the YSI? I just kind of wandered around and looked for the young people. It's just really good to have representation. It's good to know that there are people out there that look like you and sound like you and just really want to get involved in politics.
And then you said you were the BAME coordinator?
So I'm the youth officer for BAME. So pretty much it's just gathering more youth BAMEs into the party and just bringing them on board with our vision.
Where do you stay?
Oh, well, I was in the Highlands the last year, so now I'm in Edinburgh.
All right.
Yeah, so I've been moving around a lot. So,
do you find it any different up in, where was it, Inverness or somewhere?
It was in Skye.
Skye?
So, yeah, Slate.
Obviously, it's very different in Skye.
It was very different. You do feel like there's more emphasis on community up there, which was quite nice. So, yeah, I loved it there.
It's absolutely remarkable. Once again, John's absolutely pulled out of the bag, and fingers crossed it's going to be what we need. It's changing the game in healthcare, changing the game in social care. It's first steps to help fixing this country.
I'm very happy with John's speech. I think the NHS appointments and GPs is going to make a big difference, and 1 million in the next year, I think that's going to be a game changer, and I can't wait to see what he's got in store.
So this was my first ever conference here at the SNP. I'm only 18, but I've enjoyed every single minute of this weekend. It's been absolutely amazing to talk to so many people, so many knowledgeable people, so many people that are interested in actually making the country a better place. And John's speech just there really just encapsulated everything that I'd thought about this weekend as a whole. It's a hard group of people who are working and just want to make the country a better place. And I'm excited to come back next year as well.
I'm Ryan McShane.
And tell us all about the conference.
The conference has been incredible. It's just come at the right time as the rise in the far right continues to dominate our politics. This progressive left of centre modern party is always there for the hope and the desire that Scotland needs. It's the desire that we seek an independent Scotland where we can change people's lives for the better, to eradicate child poverty and really reduce the scourge of inequality in this country, faced to us by the union that we're currently still in.
Just give it a whirl.
I'll say something nice. I need to get in on that photo.
Oh, right.
I need to get in on that photo, but you have me up.
I can go tomorrow.
Great to see you, Sadie. What do you think of the conference?
I have had a really amazing time the past few days. I had the amazing opportunity to work with Sid Khan on a topical that I was taking yesterday regarding the flotilla and the genocide happening in Palestine, and so my weekend has very much been focused on that, on writing that topical, making sure speeches were arranged, making sure it was on the agenda, and it was, and it passed. And yeah, I'm just really grateful to the delegates for that.
And what was it like standing up on the stage doing your thing?
Terrifying. It's always terrifying. I always get the jitters. I'd like to think that I'm used to it now. I'm definitely not. But everyone here is always so kind and patient. So if you need to take a minute to breathe in before you continue what you're saying, you're able to do that. And so it does help knowing you're in a room with friends.
Sadie is the National Equalities Convener, and Sadie is going to second the resolution in front of us. Welcome, Sadie.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have to say thank you for taking the time to listen to this topical, and I really do have to say a huge thank you to the top table who have dealt with my pestering for the past 24 hours. Also thank you to Sid for trusting me to help on this really vital topic. So he has gratefully shared his experience on the flotilla with us all. He was taken for too many nights, and I'm confident I can speak for the entirety of this room that we are so glad to see him home. What Sid experienced is the daily situation for those living in Palestine. It's not normal for me to be seeing such horrors pop up on my phone screen day after day, and I really want to take a moment to emphasise that the stories of Palestinians are being shared by independent journalists. They are being shared by people in Palestine themselves trying to get their story out there. This is instead of the billion-pound media corporations who happen to be in the room with us. You have continued to be complicit in a genocide that is ongoing. You have continued to be silent regarding the onslaught of violence these innocent people have faced day after day. You should feel ashamed, and you should reflect on your priorities of your business. The Palestinian people have been going through atrocities for far too long. I have seen images on my Instagram feed of siblings carrying parts, and I mean body parts, of family members trying to get them somewhere safe to have a last place of dignity during an impossible time. Seeing hundreds of dead children day after day cannot and should never be normalized. Sid has spoken about his experience and the experience of the Palestinian people, I'd like to focus a little bit on our party and on what we can feasibly do as a party who happens to stand for the right of every nation to self-determination. Naturally, we're a little bit limited because we are stuck under a Westminster government that was willing to delay the return of our own citizens. We cannot rely on them to put the interests of the international community at the front of their minds, nor the interests of the Scottish community, given that we as Scottish citizens overwhelmingly support the end of the occupation of Palestine. We must act within the powers that we do have. The Scottish Government have begun this process by pausing new awards of public money to companies who are providing services where there's plausible evidence of a genocide having been committed. We can do more though, and I would strongly implore our MSPs and ministers to commit to further research to explore what companies have business ties to Israel and prevent a country from benefiting from stolen workers, materials and services whilst remaining in occupation of Palestine. This is within our power, and this is something we can and we should be promising. Our sanctions must be stronger, we must invest time into ethical procurement, we owe it to ourselves and to the people of Palestine. Thank you so much for listening to me. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Straight to the top.